Okay, good morning kids. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing great. And I hope you are learning science with me well. I'm Khushbu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education and today we are meeting for the fourth session of the chapter number 2. Right, what is the chapter's title? Animals in their surroundings. Till now, what we have seen? We have seen the habitat, right? Then we have also seen the body covering of animal. Now we are moving to the next topic. In today's session, we are going to cover the eating habits of animal. Right? We are going to cover what? We will cover eating habits. Now kids, just recall your memory. In the first chapter, we have studied the different types of animals based on their food habit. The first was plant eating animals, that means herbivores. Then animal eating animals, that means carnivores. Then what is the third one? Yes, plants and animals, both eating animals. That means omnivores. These are the three basic category of animal in which they are divided based on their food habit. Right? Then we have also seen scavengers, decomposers and parasites. Right? So this topic is somewhat related to that topic. So I just told you to recall the memory. Right? Now, let us start today's session. But before we start, what you should all have? Yes, your textbook and pencil. So, in your textbook, please open page number 22. Right? That is eating habits. That is our today's topic. Right? See, animals have different eating habits. Now, say for example, if there are 5 persons in a one family, all the persons will have different likes of their food. Some of them like fruits, some of them like vegetables, some of them like all type of junk food. That means every person in a single family also have a different food liking. Here we know that on the earth there are so many animals. And these animals are having different eating habit. You cannot compare a sparrow's eating habit with the lion. Or you cannot compare lion's eating habit with cow. Why? Because of two reasons. There might be herbivore or maybe carnivore or maybe of some different category. And their habitat is also different. If you remember, we have seen that habitat means where they get proper food. Right? Habitat means living area. Right? Living place. Or you can say the place in which animals are living. Right? So they will choose a place where they can get the sufficient amount of a food. So based on that living place, they all have different food habit. And the second reason for different food habit is that all the body structure may be internal or maybe external. The body design, the body structure of every animal is different from each other. Right? So we just have to keep these two reasons in our mind and we have to cover this topic. So we can say that every animal have different food habit. Now see again in your textbook. Their body parts are also suited to the type of food they eat. That means their body design is such where they can eat their food. That means whatever they want to eat, right? Whatever the type of a food they want to eat, maybe plant product or maybe animal product, right? They can eat just because they have different body structure. Or you can say their body is designed naturally in such a way where they can eat their food comfortably. here you can see in the picture, three animals are given with their mouth open. Why? If you will observe it carefully, you will come to know that they have different teeth. Why do they have it? Let's study. See, if we look carefully at the teeth of animals shown above, we will see that they are different from each other. Right? As now you are grown up, you can observe the picture carefully. And you can say that yes, the animals, picture which is given here, are having different teeth. Right? Let's read further. Zebra, giraffe, cow, goat and deer have sharp front teeth to cut the grass and broad back teeth to chew and grind them. Right? I am reading again. Zebra, giraffe, cow, goat and deer are having front teeth very sharp and back teeth which help them to chew and grind the food. Now can you just tell me which type of animal will have this type of teeth? Front teeth very sharp and back teeth broad, and you can say help them to chew and grind the food. Right? Because it is connected to chapter number 1. This we have studied in chapter number 1. Yes, these animals are known as herbivores. That means they are plant eating animals. So they are taking their food directly from the plant. So to cut the leaves or to cut the stem, they have to use their front teeth. So if the front teeth is very sharp, then and then only they can pluck the leaf. Right? See, such animals are called herbivores. Right? Why do they have such kind of a teeth? Yes, so that they can easily pluck the leaf or the soft stem directly from the plant. Right? Because they don't have a hands like us through which they can pluck. They are keeping their mouth over there and they are plucking directly. So they have sharp teeth. Right? They have to take their food directly from the plant. Okay? They are herbivores. See here. They eat plants such as herbs, shrubs and leaves of trees. Herbs means small plants, very small, tiny plants you can say. Shrub means shorter than tree but taller than herb. Right? So herbs, shrubs and leaves of the plants, these type of animal are eating. Right? See, they also have hard hooves. Underline this word hooves. H-O-O-V-E-S, which is the plural form of hoof. What is the meaning of hooves? That also you have to write under it. Write down. A horny part of the foot. Right? A horny part of the foot. As you can see in the picture. Right? Why do they have these hooves? So that they can run or they can walk on uneven surface. Uneven, I hope you can understand. Like a small puddle or maybe small potholes. Right? In that they can walk properly. So they have hard hooves which is covering their foot. Right? See, they also have hard hooves under their feet to walk on uneven surfaces in search of food. Now you know that these animals are herbivores. right? So maybe when they are in search of a food, they have to walk, they have to run also, right? So uneven surface, if the roads are uneven, how they can walk? They walk just because their foot is covered with a hard layer, and that hard layer is considered as hoof. But you know that all animals are having 4 legs. So these all 4 legs are covered with the hooves, right? So इसलिए we can say it is hooves. If it is a singular form, hoof, H-O-O-F. But plural form, it is hooves, right? So this was about the herbivore animal and their eating habit, right? What do they eat? How do they eat? What are the shapes of their teeth? Right? Let's read further. Animals such as cat, tiger and lion eat the flesh of other animals. Now tell me kids one thing. If one animal is eating some other animal, then the first animal will be of which category? Yes, carnivores, right? So big animals eating the smaller animals than them is considered as carnivores animal. Now all the animals' body are having a flesh, right? Muscles. So when the bigger animal is killing the smaller animal, right? The big animal is eating the flesh of that small animal, meat, right? Or you can say mass. So that is what? Flesh of the animal. So these animals will have different type of teeth, different shape of the teeth, so that they can tear the flesh of animal, right? See here, they are called carnivores. We all know it, right? They have sharp and pointed front teeth for tearing the flesh. Tearing means to remove from the body, to take out. That is considered as tearing. So to take out the flesh or to cut the flesh from the entire body is considered as what? Tearing, right? So their teeth is designed in a such a way where they can tear the flesh easily, right? See, their back teeth help them to chew the flesh, right? The carnivores will have the front teeth very sharp. Why? Because they have to cut the flesh, they have to tear the flesh, and the back teeth of their body, or you can say back teeth of their jaw, is helpful in chewing and grinding the food. Grinding the food is very much important. Why? Because when the food is grinded, then it will get digested properly, right? So back teeth of herbivores as well as carnivores are helping in grinding and chewing the food, whether they are eating plant product or they are eating the animal's flesh, right? Understood till here? Let's read further. They also have sharp claws on their feet to catch the prey. As you can see in the picture, that what is the meaning of a claws? Panjo. They have a very sharp claws so that they can have a better grip on the animal's body, right? Whatever the animals they are hunting, so first they have to chase that animal. They are running behind that animal and then they are catching that animal. So when they are catching it with the help of their legs. So legs are having a very sharp claws. So they have a better grip on that animal. Right? So So they have very sharp claws also, which help them to have a grip on the animal's body, which they are hunting. Right? Let's read further. Birds such as eagles and vultures too are carnivores. Right? Some of the birds are also considered to be carnivores. Why? Because they are also eating the flesh of other animals. Right? See, these birds have very good eyesight. Now kids, you can see that there are so many pigeons and sparrows and parrots and many other birds are flying. But you will hardly see vulture or eagle are flying too low. Right? They are flying very high from the surface. But how can they see that here there is a dead body of animal? They can see it because they have a very good eyesight. Their visibility capacity is too high. They can see from very height. Right? They can see from very high sky. Okay, so they have a very good eyesight. Right? They can see from a certain height as well. Okay, let's read further. They hunt smaller animals such as mice and squirrels for food. Here the examples of eagles and vultures are given. What kind of animals do they eat? They eat small animals like mice, squirrels. Sometimes they also eat snakes, right? So when the mice is moving or the squirrel is going or the snake is crawling, they can see from the height and they can catch it, right? वो उसका शिकार कर लेते हैं. See, they have sharp curved claws called talons, right? They have fingers on which they have very sharp nails, which is considered as talons, which we have also seen in the hardball. But here you can again see it in a picture, right? That with the help of a talons, they are catching the animals. They are hunting the animals, right? See, these claws help them to catch and grip their prey. Prey means shikar, right? Why? These talons are there in their body just because they can have the better grip on the animal, right? Whatever the animal, eagle or vultures are catching, right? They are catching with the talons. These talons are having a very sharp and curved and long nails. So this will help them to have the better grip on the prey. They can hold that animal properly, right? Okay, so talons are necessary for them. See, the hooked beak, they have a beak, right, of these birds help them to tear the flesh. Their beak is also very sharp and curved, right? So with the help of it, they can tear the flesh, they can cut the flesh and they can eat, right? They don't have a teeth like other animals. So how do they tear the flesh? They tear the flesh with the help of a beak, right? See, birds that preliminary hunt while flying at a height are known as birds of prey. Underline this statement. What is the meaning of birds of prey? Then you should have this answer, that the birds who is flying at certain height and from there they are catching, right? They are catching the animals, they are catching their prey. So these birds like eagle and vulture are considered as birds of prey. Clear? Okay. Now small animals such as rats and squirrel, right? We all have seen rats. Sometimes it also appears in our house also, right? And we got frightened, right? See, small animals such as rats and squirrels have sharp front teeth. Right? Rats are considered as rodents because with the help of their teeth they do anything. They cut anything like a cloth or maybe wooden things. Right? So they have very sharp front teeth. Right? They use these teeth to know their food. Now kids, मैंने बोला no और no. It is G-N-A-W where the G is silent. When you speak this word, you don't have to pronounce G. Right? So it is known as no. Right? So know their food. No means what? To bite. Right? To bite, that is no. So for rodents, those who are having a sharp teeth, they are know their food. Right? These animals are called rodents. In short, if I say कि कोतरी ने खाई छे, right? So no means कोतरवू, right? So they are considered as rodents, right? Okay, let's read further. Butterflies have a long, thin, tube-like mouth called proboscis. Now kids, proboscis we have understood in the first lesson. A tube-like structure through which they are sucking the liquid. Right, like a mosquito, like a butterfly, like a honeybees. Right, their mouth are having a one tube-like system through which they will insert that tube-like structure into the flower or onto the other's body. Right, and they are sucking the liquid, maybe blood, maybe juice of the flower. So that tube-like structure is known as proboscis. Right? See, they use it to suck nectar from flowers. What do you mean by nectar? Yes, juice of a flower. Right? So proboscis are helping honeybees, butterflies to suck the nectar of a flower or juice of a flower. Right? That structure is, again I am telling you, known as proboscis. Right? Mosquito have a needle-like tube that helps them to suck the blood. Right? I have already given you the example of mosquito, and we all have seen the mosquito. Right? In the night we are sleeping and suddenly one mosquito will come and will start biting you. Right? So we are sleeping but suddenly our hand will go to that area. Right? Okay. So mosquito is also having the proboscis through which they are sucking the blood. In short, we can say that all animals, according to their food requirement, they all will have the different body structure. Right? Herbivores will have different, carnivores will have different, right? Birds will have different body structure. In short, we cannot compare the body structure of all the animals with each other. Right? So this was about the eating habits. Now kids, we will see one small video related to the teeth of different animals so that you can have a better idea. Are you all ready? Let's start.
Patterns of teeth in animals. Animals have several different kinds of teeth. Some have only one kind. Others, like the baleen whale, don't have teeth at all. The friendly dolphin often has over 200 teeth. Let's quickly recall the main role that teeth play. Teeth break up large chunks of food into smaller pieces and speed up the digestion process. The teeth of animals give clues about what they eat. Animals have teeth patterns to suit their diet. Animal teeth come in many amazing sizes and shapes. Beavers use their razor-sharp and strong teeth for cutting and carrying timber between their teeth for constructing dams across rivers. Poisonous snakes have hollow teeth or fangs that eject poison.
Okay kids, so as you have completed watching this video, I hope you have understood this topic thoroughly. So after the session, whatever the topic we have covered today, please read it once again, and for any query, go through this video again. We will meet in the next session. Till that time, right, stay at home, please, right, stay safe. I'll take your leave now. Bye bye.